The 20th anniversary of Ratchet and Clank happened today, and I gotta be honest, I was hoping that something a little bit more happened rather than just, hey, here's some games that you can stream on your PlayStation 5 subscription service, premium or extra. I was hoping for natively playable games, the older games, maybe up-res, maybe trophy support, even though I don't care about trophies or achievements, just something other than just, hey, we're acknowledging these games because they're really great and now you can stream them in the worst possible quality. I'd rather play them natively on the PlayStation 2, but I wanted to talk about Ratchet and Clank nonetheless because this is one of those franchises that is so important, not only to gaming in general, but just to me. I love platformers, and action platformers. Blending the two together was absolutely incredible. Currently on the Plus Premium tier, you can play Ratchet and Clank Future, Quest for Booty, PlayStation 3, Ratchet and Clank Future, A Crack in Time, PlayStation 3, Ratchet and Clank All for One, PS3, Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault, PS3, Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, PS3. Those are all streaming PS3 games coming to PlayStation Plus Premium on November 15th are Ratchet and Clank, PS3, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, PS3, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, PS3, Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked, PS3, and Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction, PS3. Again, all of those titles are streamed. So now that we got that out of the way, yes, they're streamed. I'm going to move on. They give some really cool insight into early development of these games. Part of this PlayStation blog quotes, "When we were in early production of the original Ratchet and Clank in 2001, we were trying to find the right tone for the story. Brian Hastings had come up with a core concept for the game, and we had moved quickly into prototyping. The tricky part was finding the right comedic flavor for our scenes. As someone who's incapable of writing humor, I was waiting anxiously to see if Brian, John, Lally, and Oliver Wade, who had been collaborating on the scripts, could thread the needle and find something that was laugh out loud funny without being slapstick. I instantly think of Captain Quark. I remember a bunch of us crowded around an old CRT TV, man, just to go back to those days. I know it was terrible technology, but it was just about the game, the system, and the fun. It wasn't about any kind of resolution or frame rate. I know, I'm old. Crowded around an old CRT TV, waiting, watching our first test cinematic. It was the ad for AI's Robo Shack, where Captain Quark, voiced by the great Jim Ward, states that in his typical snarky tone, there's nothing worse than staring down a blargin snaggled best from the inside. Even though I knew the script by heart, after watching the scene, I laughed out loud. The lines, the delivery, the animation, the subtle social commentary, everything fit. To me, that ended up being the scene that set the comedic tone for the entire franchise. That was Ted Price, the president of Insomniac Games. So this blog post has tons of concept art, really cool looks into each weapon, and there's some more commentary from different members of the team that you can read. There's backstory about everything if you're really into this franchise. What really stood out to me is just the memories and the creativity around this game. I mean, the first Ratchet and Clank game, it was a platformer when 3D platformers were really popular, and Jak and Daxter was amazing. But then they wanted to sort of blend the action and the shooting with the platforming, and Ratchet and Clank still to this day just does it so well. Rift Apart, you're getting this 20th anniversary, some cool free armor for Rift Apart that sort of harkens back to the earlier games. I don't want to spoil what that is, but in that blog post that I have here, you can read that. It's just incredibly cool. This is one of those franchises that if you play video games, if you like video games at all, this is a video gamer's video game. It has everything. It has worlds that just are whimsical, places that you want to go. It's not reality, it's fantasy. You love spending time with these characters. You love exploring the weapons and the gameplay and the platforming. Everything was always so perfect. The animation is something that it was known for, and on early PS2, it still looks great to this day. And I think Rift Apart is one of the best looking games, period, that I've seen so far this entire generation. I'm still in awe when I go back and I look at that game and I play it again. I mean, I did everything in the game, and I just love going back in and exploring and looking at all of just the lighting and the animation and just the story and the gameplay. I love this series, and I cannot believe it's 20 years old. What I'm really excited about is the fact that it's still going. Again, Rift Apart on the PlayStation 5 looks incredible. It looks incredible on the PlayStation 4. And I'm so excited that this franchise survived and this genre survived. And it feels like it's going to thrive in the future. 3D platforms, they're coming back. I mean, Sonic Frontiers is coming. I just love this genre. This series is so important. Again, I would love for these games to be natively playable. Maybe I'm still holding on to that dream that one day they're going to say, yeah, you know what, those PS3 games, you can download them now. Or heck, you can even buy them for $5 or $10. I would do that. I would buy these games to play them in the best possible way. I just love this genre. I love this franchise. Let me know if you love Ratchet and Clank as much as I do. What's your favorite game? Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.